Hey, what's up guys, Jacob here, back again with a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about a really cool filter for your camera. It is by Prism Lens Fx and it's their DreamFx filter. Let's get into it. So guys, as you can tell by the title, today we'll be talking about the Prism Lens Fx DreamFx filter. I actually bought these about a couple months back now, and I've been using them for a lot of my shoots. I've been shooting on red cinema cameras, Sony A7III, and using it for a lot of my shoots actually, and it all looks amazing. So I want to really make a video and kind of dive deep into the Prism Lens Fx and what they can do, what it looks like, how it is using it, just overall the experience that I've had with the DreamFx filter. Now, if you see right now, I'm holding up two different versions of the DreamFx filter. I'm holding up their 4x5.65 filter, which is square and this fits into matte boxes. Or we also have the DreamFx 77 filter. Now, before I go too far into what the actual DreamFx is, if you know what a Pro-Mist filter is, this is basically the same thing except a little bit stronger. I would almost say better in some cases, because the DreamFx filter really just takes the highlights and makes it bloom like crazy. If you're really going for that bloom halation look, that really strong glow, the DreamFx filter is probably for you. Every time I put these onto my camera, it just gives it like that nice old school kind of filmic look. It really takes away from the sharpness of digital sensors. Because a lot of cameras like the A7 III or even a Red Dragon Cinema, a Red Helium 8K has a very sharp and very digital looking sensor. To combat the sharpness, traditionally you would get a Pro-Mist filter by Tiffen. You either have the Tiffen Pro-Mist 1/8, 1/4, 1/2, 2. There's so many different strengths. Prism Lens Fx is really cool. They actually made them really affordable and they're very similar to what a Tiffen Pro-Mist would be doing for you, except a little bit stronger. So starting with the 77 filter, comes with this nice pouch. Of course, like all Prism Lens Fx stuff you buy, it comes with a nice carrying pouch with a cleaning cloth. And this is the filter. I'm going to be throwing up some images so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. All the lights behind me will just start to glow and look crazy, which can be a good thing if you're going for that look. And based off the glow, you can really see how different it is. This filter is a whole different game. It is insane. I've actually recently shot about, I'd say, the last 5 or 6 videos on the DreamFx filter. I really wanted to put in the test of the filter before I really, dived into the review. The cool thing is with the 4x5, why you would get that is you can put it in what they call a matte box, and a matte box would go in the front of your lens and allows you to put bigger filters in. This is the Tilted Mini matte box. It simply slides out the front there. This is the 4x5 right here. So one of the main reasons you would really want this is if you had a bigger front diameter thread size on the lens you have. So my lens right now is the Sigma 2435 f2 lens. It's an 82mm front thread. Now the 77 filter is a little bit too small for that. Now if I wanted to, I could step down to a 77, but I really don't see the need to do that as I have the 4x5 now. The beauty of the matte box is, again, you can just slide in the filter. And now that this is in here, all I have to do is just find the right thread size. Because this is a clip-on matte box, I can simply just lock it in, put it on my lens, and call it a day. Now I just have really nice looking highlights and soft skin on the DreamFx filter without having to step down to a smaller 77 size. Now what's great about Prism Lens Fx though, if you do have a lens that's 77 or lower, they do offer step down ring alternatives that you can buy with your purchase. So it's a great option for you as well, guys, if you want to, of course, just stick with the 77, which will be a little bit cheaper for you guys. So if you compare this to the Hollywood Blackmagic or you compare it to the Tiffen Pro-Mist, you are still paying significantly less for the DreamFx filter and you're getting a very similar look for way less. So I just want to talk a little bit about the shoots I was actually on with the DreamFx and using it full force. So again, like I said before, I maybe shot about 6 or so music videos. One of the recent ones I filmed was with the Red Helium 8K and the Red Dragon Cinema camera, and it was for a Spanish artist named Bunlo. So this shoot was awesome. We had the Red Helium 8K and the Dragon 5K camera, and we're going around with both filters. Now that I have two, I can put the 77 filter on the Dragon camera as the B cam, and the A cam, the main camera, being the Red Helium 8K with the matte box on it with the 4x5 filter in. So for this shoot, we want to go for a little bit more of a softer look. We knew there's going to be lots of lights. So we had the Asteras on set, we had Aputure lights, we had accent lighting as well, we had car lights, Everything was great. And even with the models, the DreamFx filter really makes skin soft as well. So everyone on set looked, you know, really nice looking. So, and another music video shoot I was on was the Zen Soul game music video shoot. And yes, I bleeped it out. I'm trying to stay family friendly, but if you want to go and actually watch the music video, these will be linked down in the description below to all the examples that I'm talking about. With the Zen Soul music video, it was great because this was one of the first times actually using the DreamFx filter. The 4x5 filter I bought that one first, and we just strapped it onto my A7 III. Handheld rig, of course, you already know I do handheld, and I do have a video talking about that if you want to go watch that. But with this video, it was great. This DreamFx filter, of course, makes everything highlight, adds more of a vintage look. Had the smoke machine in there, so everything's being diffused, spotlight, and the way the light was hitting the artist in this video with the DreamFx filter, it was blooming like crazy. The white sheets were going nuts. The practical lamps that were in there as well were going nuts. This video, I added a red halation. You only usually get red halation if you're using film. Basically what that does, it takes the red channel of your clip and kind of blooms that too. So not only were we blooming the entire clip by itself, we were also blooming red highlights in the clip as well. So I also added a little bit of green on top. I added barrel distortion to kind of make it look semi-anamorphic, although it's really not. But it looked really good altogether. You can see all the skin tones are really smooth. All the lighting is super soft. I don't have too much BTS to show you for this one, but very happy of the outcome of this music video. I'm not going to talk about all my music videos. I've been waiting a long time to make this video just because I wanted to have enough, you know, to talk about and show off on screen. So this music video is called Ser Monster. Now this is a really cool genre. I've never shot this kind of song before, and I really was attached to the song and treatment that was for this video. Now this one also is going for a very retro and like vintage look. This is more of a timepiece visual, kind of set in like 60s, 80s era. In my mind, my interpretation of this was more 80s style, kind of retro bar, retro cars, and that whole look, the makeup, everything, right? Anyways, with the DreamFx filter, we had the 4x5 filter, and we also had the 77 on there as well, filming on the Red Dragon 5K Scarlet W. And everything just looks so nice. One scene I do want to really dive into is the bar scene. The great thing about the DreamFx filter, it's not only just, you know, making everything bloom, which is a main reason why I wanted to use the DreamFx in the bar scene, because I knew it would be very crazy looking, very bloomy. When you add smoke into the scene, it gives it more of an atmospheric look, makes everything softer, and even diffuses the light. So actually in this scene, we had a couple practicals around. We had some pot lights, and we also had, I think, some hanging lights. And then we mixed everything else with Asteras. We probably had, I think, about 12 Asteras on set. If I can screenshot them and just like pin them to the screen so you can kind of see where all the Asteras were. With the DreamFx, it wouldn't look half as good because it adds that, again, that vintage, soft highlight, blooming look to this scene. And for this music video in particular, it really sells the whole vintage retro look. Overall, this filter is amazing. All my music video shoots with it have looked phenomenal and on point. I'm very happy with it. I'm here to just say, don't be afraid. Sometimes with new gear, you might not be as inclined to test it out with a higher paying client or just a client in general. You don't know how good the product will be paired with your camera. I shot with the Sony A7 III, I shot with the Red Dragon and the Red Helium 8K, and they all came out amazing. So whatever level the project is, if it's, you know, a small music video, big music video, commercial, movie even, you can definitely use the DreamFx filter for pretty much everything you need. So the music videos I did shoot with the DreamFx that are currently out now, I will be leaving a link in the description below to see them. Otherwise, you guys can go to the Prism Lens Fx website or their Instagram, see some amazing samples by other people as well. Just so you guys can see like more examples of what the filter really can do paired with other Prism Lens Fx filters as well. As you guys know, I did a kaleidoscope filter review. If you put the kaleidoscope filter with the DreamFx, you can probably make some crazy combinations. So get wild, get creative, and do your thing. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Please, it helps me out so much, and I love when you guys give me feedback on my videos as well. So if you're still watching to this point, thank you. Easy.